Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So today, we cookin' boys. I'm going to be making a build that I like to refer to as the Battle Chef. So without further ado, let's get started. So first things off, with our build, we'll want to take either custom lineage or variant human and focus on buffing our strength. This is going to be quite a feat heavy build and we'll really need all the help we can get. With our free feat of choice, we're going to pick up the Chef feat. And what this does is give us a boost to our wisdom or constitution. In this case, we'll want to focus on our constitution. It also allows us to get proficiency with the cook's utensils, which we're definitely going to need if we're going to be a chef. This feat also allows us to create food during a short rest, and any creature that eats said food and rolls a hit die to regain missing hit points will regain an additional 1d8 hit die of damage. We can also create special treats over 1 hour or when you finish a long rest. These treats, when consumed as a bonus action, allow the creature to gain temporary hit points equal to your proficiency bonus. And now that I've hit you guys with that wall of text and we've gotten our lineage picked out, let's head over to our background. And our background of choice is going to be Giant Foundling from Big B Presents' Glory of Giants. This background will give us access to the Strike of the Giants feature, which allows us to empower our attacks based on what giant lineage we pick. Personally, I think Fire and Hill Strike fit the most here. Fire Strike is just fun to imagine hitting someone with the fire that we're using for our cooking. And Hill Strike is a very strong option already, just being able to knock creatures prone, but it will also make some thematic sense for an option we'll pick up later in the build. And now, for the build itself. What we're going to want to do is head on over to Fighter. There's a lot of different fighters that can fit in here, and honestly, none of them are particularly detrimental to the build. But personally, I like the magic option here with the Eldritch Knight. We get access to some nice utility, abjuration, and evocation spells, and we can also set our enemies on fire and possibly even cook up some monsters for a nice roast to feed our friends with. We also get access to prestidigitation, which allows us to magically season our food too. And for the most part, we want to continue on through our journey into Fighter until we hit our 4th level, giving us access to another feat. And for this feat, we want to take Vigor of the Hill Giant. This gives us either a +1 to Strength, Constitution, or Wisdom. And personally, I recommend here going Strength, because it's still probably not maxed out yet. And also, the feat allows us to be more resistant to crowd control effects that will either knock us down or push us away. And in addition, we get the second feature, Iron Stomach. With this feature, whenever we eat food as part of a short rest and spend 1 or more hit die to regain hit points, we can gain additional hit points equal to our Constitution modifier plus a proficiency bonus. And this is where our goofy little build starts to come into play. By our 4th level, we have the Chef feat, as well as the Vigor of the Hill Giant, which weirdly enough both revolve around food. If we make food with our Chef feat and then eat it with our Vigor feat, we can get ourselves 1d8 plus our Constitution modifier, plus our proficiency bonus, and healing. And this is before even accounting for our hit die that we actually rolled itself, just for our short rest. This alone basically guarantees that you get to roll an extra hit die whenever you roll at least 1 hit die on a short rest. And this healing only gets stronger when we pick up our next feat. Ideally though, you'll want to try to maximize your strength as soon as possible, so I'd actually recommend doing that at 6th level and then take the next feat, which is a very important thing at 8th level. And this special feat is the Remarkable Recovery feat. What this feat allows us to do is increase our constitution, and it allows us to have more HP when we're stabilized while we're dying. But in addition, whenever we regain hit points as a result of a spell, class feature, potion, we regain additional hit points equal to our constitution modifier. Putting this all together, we have our Chef feat, Vigor of the Hill Giants, and Remarkable Recovery, all somehow synergizing together. When we eat a treat with the Chef feat, we gain 1d8 healing, plus Remarkable Recovery, allowing us to regain additional hit points equal to our Constitution modifier. Which, thanks to all the +1 Constitution feats we've taken by this point, that should be pretty high. And then, because we ate food during our short rest and regained a hit die, Remarkable Recovery procs again, thanks to Vigor, allowing us to regain the Constitution modifier plus proficiency bonus worth of healing, and then an additional Constitution modifier's worth of healing from Remarkable Recovery, meaning that these 3 feats combined, when we have a snack on our short rest, we gain 1d8 plus our proficiency bonus plus 3 times our Constitution modifier worth of healing just for rolling one single hit die. And yes, albeit the combo is a little bit gimmicky, it's not incredibly useful in combat, and funny enough, I think it's one of the few builds that I've created on the channel that focuses on resource allocation outside of combat, really focusing on short rests. What this combo does is allows us to save resources on things like healing spells, potions, and other things that we can give to the squishies to get their hit points up. You know, someone can go and knock back a potion, we can knock back a sandwich. And weirdly enough, they can do basically the same thing. In addition, our food and treats can help the party be more resilient, giving them an extra 1d8 healing per short rest and temporary hit points as a bonus action to really buff them up. Also, let's not forget all of the other fun features that your feats individually have. Remarkable Recovery on its own is such a great feat that will get you even more hit points when you're subjected to healing spells, or even your Fighter's Second Wind feature. It just means that you just get more hit points overall. And Strike of the Giants is great for giving you some extra crowd control or damage depending on how you quite literally want to swing it. And personally, the fun part about this build too is that it all comes online for us at 8th level, which, as I mentioned a number of times on the channel, means you'll likely be able to actually use this within your own campaigns. Most games don't even really go past 10th level all that much, so being able to make a fun and albeit gimmicky build that comes online just a couple of levels before then is pretty nice, at least in my book it is. And for the remainder of the build itself, just keep taking the rest of Fighter to level 20. Maybe spend some of your ability score improvements to keep on buffing your intelligence modifier to make your spells more effective. Or, of course, if you don't want to go the Eldritch Knight route, maybe just work on buffing up your constitution and put it as high as you can go and really, reap the benefits of this combo. The choice is yours. But anyways though, that is all the time that I have today for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then please like this video and subscribe for even more D&D content and ideas. Let me know in the comments what sort of dishes you'd cook up for your party if you played this character. And in the meantime, keep smiling, keep scheming, and I'll see all of you next time.